true. Processed by what? Computer. Okay? That gives the clue to differentiate from data and information. What's the difference? No idea. That's the reason we are talking about. Anyone? Yes?
Organized information.
Organize the information. Yes. How to process the data? How to process the information? To organize. Then what does that mean? Organization. Organizing. What is organizing?
Setting a set of rules to
Rules, yes.
to make a relationship between the data and
For
retrieving
whom?
them for the user.
For user?
For computer.
Yes, eventually it's a user.
For computers.
For computer. Why?
To interact with
So do I need to organize? Well, sometimes I need to organize to explain about the information to my children because they cannot understand. So I need to. But in this case, why do you need to organize?
to interact with the,
Yes.
to interact with the user.
Interact with user?
And so that the computer can keep the data in place, and whenever we need it, it can give the correct
Yes.
result.
Yeah,
That's
to make
very nice term, but a little bit out of scope. We will see.
For easier, faster processing.
Ichen. Think about the computer first. What is a computer?
Computer is the calculating machine.
Calculating. Computer means a person who computes. Am I wrong? So computer is a calculating the machine. Yes, it's a machine. Do you think a machine is better than human? Sometimes. That's the reason I like the cell phone, right? Computer. How can computer understand the information?
by dividing the data.
Dividing the data,
Yeah, in different types, like
different
numbers,
type.
alphabets.
Mhm. It's the same way as what the human being?
No.
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 It only understands 1 and 0. This
Yes. It's a binary. It's a zero. Everybody knows it. Then, how can make the database system or the data? How? Computer can understand only 0 or 1, but it can process. It can provide even the real time the message from the other side of the world through the social network. How? Even though computer can understand only 0 or 1 binary data.
Different combinations.
Combination, that is called compiler structure. Data structure. That is the reason you probably took the data structure course very beginning of your computer science major. Probably in our course, undergraduate, freshman, and
I mean, we cover a lot of data structures on operating system.
that's my course.
And it was the answer for everything.
Yeah. So it's everything. It's a data structure. Okay? Structure means it's the organizing. Okay? When we are saying we don't know what that means. However, if we have a rule, you mentioned about the rule, what? So this is the, for example, ASCII code. We have an agreement. This is the, for example, E. This is the, I'm not sure whether that is E or A. Then this is in terms of hexagon number. Then this is the, for example, percent term of our character. Okay. So this means it's a data structure. ASCII code data structure. Then, why don't we go back to the difference between information and data? Information, sometimes information can be organized. Okay, a little bit organized information, but not for computer. But data itself is organized. In other words, we apply something structure, data structure. It can be data type, somebody mentioned. It can be algorithm. It can be something, bunch of rules. That's called model. Something data model or something model. Model means, what is a model?
Ideal.
Ideal. Okay?
Ideal.
Like the fashion show model. Are they pretty? No, actually the reason we are using the fashion show model is because ideal body. So it can show up the new design. Okay? So model is standardized or ideal. So rule. So feed to any information to this model. If we apply relational model, whatever that is, it will be relational database. So when we collect the information, we don't need all the information. Even we cannot do that, right? Sometimes I feel tired whenever I come to UB because of my student. Then, do we need to keep such information? Sometimes we need, but most of the time we don't need such a. So when we collect the such information, we filter and feed to the such a something model, something rule, something organizer. That is overall is called the data structure. Okay, then we make the group of the data. Like the, for example, I'd like to keep the student information on my computer, so I decide to use the database. So student, each and every student are unique. They have different information. Sometimes I can feel that he will be terrible student and lovely student. We don't need such information. Instead, he's the major common information. I collect major. And I need the last name, first name, and what is ID, okay? Or sometimes contact number in case to contact. So we collect something important. Important does not mean absolutely important and less important. So desire, okay? We want, collect, need, okay? Such an information, then make the certain rule, apply the certain rule. Why? Because eventually we are going to use computer. However, as she answered, computer can understand only 0 or 1. That's it. So that information will be processed, organized, structured, using certain rule or model. Then it can be data, and database is such a group of data. Because of that, for example, what is an information retriever? We retrieve information. It's not well organized. It's everything. Okay? Collect everything. Then we try to retrieve. On the other hand, we are saying database search. We do not say database retriever. Database search means because it's organized by following such a rule or structure. We can search specific data. That is a database search. And IR, example of IR is like a Google. Google is, yes, there exists the data structure. So it's not like this one. It's to collect all the information. What is the information in the whole web page? It's a collection of the web page. Google is nothing but a collection of web page. And collect all the information and retrieve it. That is the reason sometimes it's not accurate. When I type the apple, I want fruit apple. But it will return Apple company because it's a new product, iPhone 7, whatever. Okay? But when we search the data, by following exact rule, it will return the data that I want. That is a database search that we are going to learn and that we are going to use. This is also important. I don't say the information is less important than the data. It's a different way to manage the information, to search such information, retrieve the information. So in this class, we are going to focus on how they are organized. So that is great. There are many different ways. Okay? So like the hierarchical model and network model, object-oriented model, but we are going to use relational database model. Okay? And also for in the computer anyway, any algorithm should be implemented by program. Okay? It can be called as app, sometimes called software, sometimes a program, doesn't matter. To that computer program that implement relational model or any data model is called DBMS, database management system. It's nothing but software that implemented this one. Okay? So in this class we are going to learn such a relational database model using the RDBMS. So Oracle is one of the example of this one. No, it's a DBMS software. So that is the reason. I know many of the students expect to learn. I need SQL. SQL is just part of this database subject. Okay? I know sometimes it's good for your job search. When you search the job, whether or not you know the SQL. Then you don't have to be here. Okay? You can go to the online, the educational group or the Oracle Educational Center or the Continuing Education Center to learn about how to use the SQL. Instead, we are going to learn about this very well-known popular database model, relational database model. That is the first part of this semester. Second part, we will talk about the how implement, not how to use DBMS. How to use, you can do that. When you use the Microsoft Word, do you take the course by paying $2,000, $3,000? No, you don't have to. Same thing. Learning Oracle, sometimes you need to pay if you take the course in Oracle Educational Center. But mostly you can find the free information from the internet. You don't have to. Okay? Instead, we are going to discuss how this software is organized, algorithms. How do they manage multiple transactions? How do they select the optimized query? Query means the database search, different name. So how to optimize such a query? How to store the data? One of the examples is IoT, index organized table. Is one of the examples. We will discuss about such a database techniques. Okay? So in this class. Okay. So, we already discussed about the basic discussion. What is a database? It's a collection of the related data. The reason why related data. What about the information retrieval? The Google server inside the Google will be probably huge. Okay? Do they keep the something related? Yes, maybe, but it's not strongly related. However, in the database system, so when I keep the student information, it's only for student information. So student data, his name, ID, and address. His name, ID, and address. Her name, ID, and address. So same format even. So it's called, that's the reason it's called related data. Okay. Then our goal of design is to find such a how to relate it. Which data are related to the which data. So data is, as we discussed before, is something processed information, important information, but it has an implicit meaning. That means it's important. Okay, what process the information? Then the DBMS is this software that implement such a data structure or model or the rules. So that is the DBMS. For example, Oracle, Informatics, DB2, IBM, DB2, and SQL Server, IBS. These are the sample of DBMS software. Then finally, our goal is to develop the database system. What about the real world? Is there any system without database? Yes. What about my laptop, your computer? Are you using the database to manage your information? What any data on your laptop?
Files, like files.
No. Just use a file system, right? I don't think anyone who use the Oracle database for your personal purpose. I don't think so. Okay. So in the real world, actually, database system is not that popular. Then how can we manage the information or data using file system? I still use Notepad to keep all my personal information. That is the easiest way. How can I search? Control F. Then search. So even I keep all the birthday of my family and friend and the address, phone number using Notepad. That's pretty much enough. Okay? However, when you have the millions of customers, that doesn't work very well. So at the time, we can use the database for your system that is called database system. So in your project one, you will implement small database system. Okay? That include the design, implement the database, and implement the program. Okay? These are the example of the database system. You can actually use this information when you think about your project title, project A title. But be smart and discuss with your friend. Okay. Also, this is one tip. When you form a team, so if you believe you are very good at the programming, you'd better find those who can design and model very well. Also, if you are not very good at programming, you'd better find someone who knows the program. Okay, help each other. If you know anything, then you'd better find someone who knows better than me. It's up to you. Okay, but if you do not know anything, you need the money to buy lunch, dinner, everything. But you can learn from your project mate also. Okay, so we will see on Wednesday, but it's not too early, so you need to start right now to find the project member and think about the project topic. Then, did I say the email or the submit? Project one, this one. Submit to the canvas. Then the GA can reply. In case that's too simple or something too hard or something problem, then you can resubmit the project one topic. Any question? Okay, thanks so much. Yes.
Members name. Group members
Name.
Group members.
Name.
Yeah.
What?
The group members.
Project group for project members.
They need to email.
Yeah.
Okay. So do they need to email before submission?
Then when I know
Okay. So why don't you email when you decide your project group? Why don't you email to him? Then he know who is the group. Then when you submit it, you don't have to submit the both of you, right? Only one of team member can submit, and he recognize who's the project mate. Okay, and also please be the creative for the project title. Okay, okay, thank you, and we will see on Wednesday morning. Okay, so I think pretty much that's it.